What's going on, Libra? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective Libra reading. For those of you who are new here, Libra messages are dropped on Thursdays. Yes, Libra messages are dropped on Thursdays. Element messages are dropped on Fridays. So if those are energies that you're wanting to keep up with, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Okay, keep in mind that these are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with you. However, I do offer personal readings, so if that's something that you may be interested in, make sure that you look into the description area and check out the link, okay? Today's message, we are going to be getting into what Spirit has for you pertaining to your path ahead, right? Like, what is it that Spirit needs or wants you to know about your path ahead? Do keep in mind as well that these messages are not specifically directed towards any area or aspect of your life. However, you may pick up the message that Spirit puts down and you can apply it to any area or aspect of your life that you so choose to, okay? With that being said, let us go ahead and get into the message. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts and you know their situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart? I ask that you provide me with the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Ooh, good one. Good one, Libra. Good one. So the overall energy for you right now, Libra, is self-worth, okay? This is really indicating that you have to know that you are the it factor. Do you understand? Like, there's a throne for you to sit on, and it's not putting yourself up on a pedestal. It's really recognizing your value, your worth. You understand? So let's really get into this message and see what Spirit has in store. But moving forward, I do want you to know that self-worth is most definitely a thing that you want to tap into. And if you feel like you are already tapping into your self-worth, then tap into it a little bit more, because that card wouldn't have just came up for no reason, right? When we know how energy works, we know how energy works. So let's get into it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That's so fun, because listen, when I tell you that Gemini had a very similar energy, oh wow. Oh wow. So you could definitely be having like Gemini in your chart, or dealing with somebody that's a Gemini that is connected to you, because this is a very similar like reading. Different. It's like Gemini was, listen, if you got Gemini in your chart and shit, go watch that Gemini reading, like for real and not for play. First and foremost, first card up is the Six of Discs. Okay, so this is talking about success, right? Moving forward, being well balanced, coming into success, because you have recognized or realized how to make it happen, right? You're recognizing, and if you're not, then you very much so will be recognizing like how to have more balance and more structure when it comes to your day-to-day life, right? With the Nine of Wands also showing up, it's like now you're finally understanding what it means to transmute energy. So maybe, listen, y'all need to go help Gemini out a little bit. Okay, y'all may need to go help Gemini out a little bit. Because you are coming into learning what it means, like I said, to transmute energy, to take the bad and turn it into something good, right? To take the low vibrational and transmute that energy into something more high vibrational, recognizing and realizing that how can I say that? You are the sole factor to like the things that you are manifesting in your reality, right? In all the areas and aspects of your life, not just in one particular area, especially with that Six of Discs showing up. However, I do get the sense that there is some type of disappointment, okay? With this Five of Cups showing up, and I can definitely understand that. I can understand your position in that, right? When it comes to, it's like if you can't really see, or if you don't, I don't want to say can't, if you have yet to start seeing like how truly valuable you are, again, in every area and aspect of your life, and you're showing up, but you're not, you're like it's you just don't see it, right? You don't see certain things. You feel it at times, but it's like, yeah, I feel it, but if you don't see it and you don't see how you're supposed to move forward with it based on the things that have happened in your past, then that can definitely be or seem to be an issue, right? I want you to understand that energy pops up that way because there are still things that you actually need to heal from, right? Any energies, for instance, that energy of disappointment, and however it's showing up because it's like, hey, I'm here. Like, are you gonna handle me? Are you gonna deal with me? Or are you gonna suppress me like you always have until I pop up again? So if you're really wanting to be over having that energy of disappointment, then you want to, figure out what you can do to control that. One of the biggest things that I notice when it comes to disappointment are expectations, right? Setting expectations for others. And for one, not communicating these expectations, or even not really just accepting a situation for what it actually is. Requirements, I like to say requirements instead of expectations. Because if you expect somebody to do a certain thing, they still have the right to decide whether they're going to do it or not, right? And if they choose not to, and that was your expectation, now you're disappointed. You understand what I'm explaining? Opposed to if you have requirements, you set your requirements, and if this person is not okay with, y'all being in alignment when it comes to whatever said requirements are, then you have the choice now to be like, oh, okay, well, I understand, or it's cool, or that's fine. I'm just not going to keep on putting myself in a position to experience this when it's not in alignment with what I know I deserve and desire, right? Allow yourself that space because you are worthy of a lot, like more than you can possibly even imagine. So your best bet is to just start aligning yourself with the things that you do know that you're worthy of, right? Not even if you don't know, you just want to start putting yourself in alignment to recognize your self-worth. And the more you start to recognize it, even in the smallest way, the more it starts to show up and become a thing for you, right? I do see you putting yourself back, right? Like putting life back into yourself. I am very, 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 very proud of you at this moment, Libra, because it's really giving you taking your power back. Okay? And that, again, you're recognizing that you are more deserving than what you have allowed yourself to settle for or whatever. And with this Four of Wands also showing up, it's really giving the energy of like, I'm done with that, right? I'm done with that. Do you know how hard it is for people to just be okay with being done with something? So for real, when I say that, like, congratulations, right? I want to say proud, but then I don't want to make it seem like I'm, like putting pride in the way, in a sense. But listen, I'm acknowledging your efforts at this point. I really want you to know that I am giving you your flowers at this time because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you are doing it. Even if you feel like you're not doing it, trust me when I'm telling you, baby, you are doing it, okay? Spirit, is there anything else that we have for Libra in this deck at this time? And you just had to follow her. 1 second. All right. See what I mean? See what I mean? Didn't I say it first? You are doing it. And this is the Empress energy, but it doesn't matter whether you are male or female, you are doing it. You're sitting in your power. You're sitting on your throne, right? So again, when we get to talking about the path ahead, let me show you something. Because they just pointed this out to me, so I'm going to show you. When you get to talking about the path ahead, right? Self-worth, recognizing, right? Nurturing yourself, nurturing your relationships, like just being more you, like being like, and it just feels so free. It feels so good, right? So again, like, congratulations, Libra, for real. Don't forget to go back there and help Gemini, or even just check on y'all Gemini friends or family or whoever, and just see how their mind is, right? See like what they got going on. Attempt to get them to open up just so that you can recognize like how y'all are on two different sides of the spectrum, right? They're on one side, which is the no shade, right? No shade. They are on like the more pessimistic side of the spectrum, and you're on the more optimistic side of the spectrum, right? So listen, just keep up the good work. You are absolutely amazing. You are most definitely worthy. Okay, you are worthy of, like I said, more than you could probably even imagine at this time. So keep doing your thing. Let's see what we got underneath it all before we get out of here. Look, I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm so excited. Coming into everything that you deserve and desire, like I said, in the physical aspect. At the bottom of this card, it says wealth. Okay, this is the 10 of discs. At the bottom of that card, it says wealth. So when you allow yourself to leave the shit alone that you are no longer in alignment with, like I said, with that 4 of Wands, it's like, I'm just done. Like, I'm done with that. Like, I'm tired of going through that cycle over and over again, whether it's with the same person or whether it's with different people. It's the energy that you're recognizing that you don't deserve that. You don't. So we're going to leave this message here. I definitely hope that it gave you some type of clarification, confirmation, has assisted you in some type of way, shape, or form. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you subscribe, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.